Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? We have today we are going to be doing our unboxing of the April Bling Box, and we have a special guest that will be joining us, Miss Renee from Tumblers by Renee. We collaborated with her this month to put together the projects and stuff that were in, excuse me, the projects and patterns that were in this month's Bling Box. So I will give you guys a few minutes to join us. I see Miss Janet is already here. How are you? You are not enjoying our Florida weather right now. We had some really strange weather today. We actually had a tornado come through, and it was like not even like a half a mile from my house up the road, that did some damage. Our internet went out, our power went out, all that good stuff. So, thankfully, it was just some like trees and stuff like that. Nobody was like really injured. So that was good. But you missed that today. You missed your tornado weather. So we have in this month's Bling Box, we're going to go over the projects and stuff that were in there. We're going to have Miss Renee from Tumblers by Renee join us in a little bit and talk about what inspired her for this month's pattern, and the colors and stuff that were in this month's box. And then I will do a tutorial of one of the projects that are in there, and if you guys have any questions, we can go over that. Um, if you are not in our Facebook group, go over there and join. It is Bling Your Things Rhinestones. We started it a couple months ago, and then we took a break and then we started again. We have a monthly contest that we are doing, that you will have a chance to win either a $25 gift card or a $15 gift card to our website, blingyourthings.com. It's really simple to enter. All you have to do is post some pictures and list the products of ours that you use to complete your project, and then use the monthly hashtag, and you will be entered to win one of those gift cards. I will be announcing the winners for last month, for March, at the beginning of next week. I will be posting those winners in our Facebook group. So if you're not already a member over there, be sure to join. And I will show you guys at the end where you can find all of the details about how to enter, what the specific hashtags are, and how to use them, and kind of just go over the general rules for that. And then I will be announcing at the beginning of next week the winner for March's gift cards. So let's go over. I will switch over to this camera, and I will show you some of the products that are in this month's box. And then I'm going to have Miss Renee join us, and then she can talk about her inspiration for this month. And then she has a special product that she has created, that will be very, very helpful for a lot of us who work with our patterns, and sometimes we go cross-eyed and kind of lose our spot and whatnot. So she created something that is going to be a game changer and help you out a lot with keeping your place, and hopefully making it easier and faster for you to complete your products. So I'm very excited for her to show you guys that as well. So let me go over to just this camera. Let me add this one back. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Is that better? Is that better? Yes, no? Can we hear me? Yes. Tianda said yes. Okay. All right. Awesome. I removed that other camera and then I lost you guys. Sorry. Okay. So every month I include the little postcard that has the summary of the items that were in that month's box. And this is where you will get the exclusive coupon code that you can only get by being a member of the box. So this month it is for 10% off all rhinestones. And then this code is good until the end of June. So those codes are good for 60 days. And then it will also tell you what day we are going to be doing the unboxing and our first tutorial. So every week we do our tutorials on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can join on our YouTube channel or in the Facebook group. And I don't know if you guys heard because the sound went out, but there is, if you didn't get this month's box, there is one box left. I added it back to the website this morning. Normally I keep a box for myself to do the unboxing, and apparently I set aside 2. So I added that second box back to the website this morning. So there's that. And this is the pattern that was in this month's box. This is the first month that we have done a collab box, and Miss Renee Craig from Tumblers by Renee created this pattern for us. So I'm going to add her to our live and welcome her here in a minute. I will say there is one thing that she noticed I messed up with the pattern, and I'm going to fix this. And when I add the digital pattern to your account, you will find the corrected one. As you're working through it, you guys would probably notice it, but down here at the bottom on the checkered pattern, I've missed adding back 2 of these, so your little checkered squares are not the exact same size. So just pay attention to that as you're working. It will still look fine the way that it's printed, but if you want your squares to be exactly the same, look at the pattern on the digital one that I'm going to upload. But you just looking at it as you're doing it, you would be able to figure out how to make it. You just need to add back 1 more row of yellow in each one of these. So there's that. Okay, so the other items that were in this month's box. Our other projects was these cute little sunglasses. And this is what I'm going to work on and show you guys the tutorial on for this month. And then we have our tumbler. And then our colors that were in this month. We have Chameleon Emerald. So this one is a color shifting rhinestone with the base that is emerald. And then it kind of shifts from pinks and purples and blues. The next one is Citrine AB. So this is the yellow rhinestones with an AB coating. Then we have Neon White, as well as Jet Black, Hyacinth Orange, some Black Diamond. And then Renee also helped me create this month's custom mix. We called this one Sunshine and Summertime. It's kind of like a pink lemonade vibe. So I will be using this mix to do the sunglasses. And let's see. So let me go ahead and invite Miss Renee. Let's invite her in. Let me see if I can get rid of me over here. So hold on. How do we go up here? Sorry, I'm trying to rearrange it so we can see Renee. I can't move it. So Renee, welcome, welcome. How are you?
Hi.
We're so excited to collaborate with you this month on this month's Bling Box. I really love the pattern that you created and the colors that you chose, as well as helping me do this month's custom mix. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your business and a little bit about your inspiration for putting together this month's pattern?
Sure. Yeah, thank you, Sharon, first of all, for inviting me to collaborate with you. That was so much fun. We had a good
Yeah.
time doing that, and a lot of going back and forth is the pattern and the colors and everything. That was really fun. So, and the final product, I think, turned out really good.
Yes, it's so awesome.
Yeah. So I have a business on Etsy, Tumblers by Renee. I've been doing regular epoxy tumblers for probably 4 to 5 years. And then I used to do rhinestones for shirts uh, years ago. So when I saw these tumblers coming out with the rhinestones and stuff, and rhinestones getting popular again, I was so excited because I love doing the rhinestones. So I kind of started with patterns for the little these little 3-ounce tumblers here, the little shot glasses. I just thought they were so cute. I don't know what really a lot of stuff you do with them, but they're really cute.
No,
And
they are
it
they
seemed to
are
be
really
popular,
cute.
you know. My grandkids love to do them, and so
Yes.
they've done some of the patterns that I've created because I make them sublimated. And so I sublimate all these little patterns, and when they're at grandma's, they just sit and bling. And they can just, like kind of like paint with number. They can just put the colors, coordinating colors on it, and they love to do.
Yes.
So it works really great for kids projects. And then they're cute little tumblers, and they put them by their bedsides for their water, drink their water at night or whatever. They always have to have a glass of water before they go to bed. So
Yeah,
they
that's an
use those
awesome
for their
project.
pencil holders or something. They're just cute. So then I started doing those because there wasn't a lot of patterns for those, and they seemed to be really popular. So then I've done a few of the 20-ounce because I like bling on the 20-ounce too. And I had a lady, I did one pattern, and I think this was my second pattern that I did. The other one was the geode pattern. And I and one of the groups, she showed a tumbler that I did. So I messaged her and asked her if she would be interested in testing patterns for me. And she was. So she tested, and she was really excited because she just bought some of these 3-ounce, and she loved gnomes. So that's how I started doing the gnome patterns. She requested like the seeds. She had 6 of these because they come in 6 in the box. So she had
Yeah.
6. So we came up with the 6 gnomes. And that's how I started going with the gnomes. So she tested all those patterns for me, and most of the pictures that are on my Etsy page are from the tumblers that she did. So then I started doing a few other things, and I've made a few of the 20-ounce. And then I don't really know how we got connected as far as, I think you bought the clover gnome.
Yeah, I think I
sunflower gnome.
got one of yours, one of the 3-ounce ones that I was gonna try. And then we started messaging each other, and then we got this idea about collaborating with a gnome pattern
Yeah.
for one of the bling boxes.
Yeah, you said something
And
about
we kind of
lemon or lemonade or something, and so this is what I came
yeah,
up
we
with.
kind of just ran with it from there.
Yeah, it kind of changed it a little bit in between, but going back and forth between us. But I think it turned out really cute.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's it. And then the new product that I have is it's, I can't get the whole thing in there. It's a pattern guide, and one of you saw it in the picture with the tie-dye tumbler because I had it in the picture, and somebody said, what was that new thing? And so this is it. This is the pattern guide, and I found it very helpful. I just came up with it really for myself, and I thought, well, it ends up to be working pretty good. So you take, it's kind of getting hard to get it up on screen because I
Yeah,
can't my camera
and
down.
Renee had sent me one too, so I'm gonna show you.
There you go.
She can show hers too. So I will let her explain. I'm just gonna demonstrate kind of like what it looks like.
Okay, yeah. First I blow my pattern up to full page. Good. Yeah, because I don't know, it's hard to get on these. There you go. I bring it up full page so that it's only like a half an inch or an inch on each side. So you can see the dots better. And then you take the bottom or the top of the page and bring it through one of the lines. So it's got two guides. So you bring the paper up through the one, and then you bring it up and then down through the other side. Let me do that. Can't do that in front of the camera. It does take a little finagling to get it in there because the paper doesn't want to. But once you get it bent,
So I put it through one side, and then I have the other slot. The other slot is still on the back. And then I'm going to make the paper like a U. Right. And put it back through this side.
Yep.
And sorry, I'm trying to do it with one hand. It's not this hard.
It's just kind of hard to get started, I think.
There we go.
Because your paper doesn't want to bend.
So now we got it in here.
There you go. And then you just move it to your top row. And it'll show the top row in the thing. And then what I do is when I get done with the top row, and then I just take a marker, just take a highlighter and highlight that row that I've done it. Let me highlight this one. So then I just highlight the row that I've done it, and then you just move it up one row so that the next row shows on the top of the guide, but you can still see the row that you just did. So you can make sure that your dots or your rhinestones are lining up. And then when you get that row done, I highlight that and just move it down one row. And I don't know, it seems to work for me. And I had the lady that tests the patterns for me. I sent her one, and she ordered a few things. I sent her one, and she really liked it. So I'll be putting them on my Etsy page. So.
And so can you tell us? Can you tell us what the name of your Etsy store is?
It's Tumblers by Renee. Yep.
And it's all one word?
All one word, yep.
Okay. So you can find her little pattern guide, as well as she has some 20-ounce patterns that she's just recently added. And then she has several of the 3-ounce patterns, all available on her Etsy store, which is Tumblers by Renee. So you guys can go check her out. Are you going to add the pattern from this month's box to your Etsy store as well?
I can, and I was going to do a different one also too.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's going to be free on Shannon's page, so.
Yeah. So I will add it to the website. So if you didn't get this month's box, by probably this weekend, I will add the pattern to our website. You can get it as the printable pattern or as a wrap. Hopefully in the next month or so, I will start also doing the sublimated patterns on the tumblers. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But I think is there anything else that any other cool stuff that you have in your Etsy store? for rhinestoning that we should be aware of?
I did the hair clip templates. These are out of acrylic. So this is the large size. It fits the large clip. And then there's a medium size, you get 2. And then there's the itty bitty ones. Somebody requested the itty bitty ones.
How cute.
So those are on there. You say along with the patterns, and of course lots of tumblers. So yeah.
And so then those make it where on the clip you put it over the hole that's in the clip so that it makes it a full clip, and you can fully rhinestone. You can fully rhinestone those clips instead of just the outside. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I bought a bunch of colored acrylic, so I'm going to be cutting them in colors too. So you don't have to be these I glittered the neon yellow color, and then I put the rhinestones over top. So I think I did buy the fluorescent yellow. So and I red and blue. I forget what other colors, pink. So I'm going to cut them, and so you won't have to do any glittering or anything or any vinyl underneath. They'll be the color that you wanted if you're just doing this to put the rhinestones on top.
Very awesome. Very awesome. So Valerie is asking, what is the tool called? She can't find it on your store. When will the pattern guides be available?
I will get them up by Monday. I'll try to get them up tomorrow or Saturday, but they'll definitely be up there by Monday.
Okay, so will you just let us know in the group when those are available over in the Facebook group?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay, that works. So yeah, Valerie, I think you're a member of our Facebook group. If you're not, head over there and join, and then keep an eye out over there for Renee will announce when the pattern guides are available. So, and I think you already have the tumbler for this month's pattern already finished. So I would love to see if you have it right there. Do you have it accessible that you could show us?
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
I gotta get it right on the camera here. So
cool.
Go back a little bit, and there.
So look how cool that looks with the chameleon rhinestones and the color change on the car. It's like it has that like the candy paint of like the sports cars and whatnot. It's so cool. And to me, the little gnome looks like he's he's almost like he's like a little gangster with his like sunglasses on. He looks so cool. You did a really awesome job on this month's pattern. I love it.
Yeah. And this is if I can get, there we go. This is what she was talking about on the yellow, basically. This is hard to do this. Get it on the camera.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
It's like opposite of what you want to do. So this row here, it's kind of straight on the pattern, but you just need to add one more rhinestone on this row, and the last row.
Yeah,
and
so right
you may
here.
not need this last black row, just depends. But we put a row of black on the bottom just in case you need the extra row. And then I did the bottom.
So see how like right here on the pattern, like the top part is 6 stones across. Down here, the yellow part should also be 6 stones across, but it's only 5. So you need to add 1 extra yellow to the yellow blocks to make it straight.
Now this row, I kept it as the pattern because I kind of like that where the black hits the black here. Then I added the extra here, but you can do whatever you want on there. And one other
Yeah.
tip, when you get into these full black ones, I took the an acrylic marker, black acrylic marker, and colored the square so that it stayed more black rather than, because when you see the black up here, like on the tires, you can see the white a little bit through that. And so when I did the black here down here, I did the black marker square behind it. I didn't do anything with the
Yeah.
yellow. The yellow looks nice, but the black showed just a little bit of white around it. So I thought that looked a little nicer, kept it darker. So there you go.
It looks amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait to make mine.
Yeah. Shannon picked out all the colors. Of course, they're
No,
beautiful
but you helped.
rhinestones.
You
So
helped. You helped, and you
we
kind of saved me a
collaborated,
little
huh?
bit because we were going to use jet hematite for one of the colors, but then as you were working it and doing the tumbler ahead of time, we realized that the contrast between the hematite and the black diamond really
Right here,
didn't
yeah.
show, and it kind of blended together. Um, so no, I think we did great working together on it this month.
Yeah, I think so too.
So awesome, awesome. If anybody has any questions for Miss Renee before she heads off, please feel free to post your questions. Thank you again so much for collaborating with us this month. I can't wait to finish the pattern myself, as well as see all of our members in our group complete their tumblers, and maybe if other people decide to change the colors, I would love to see what other color choices they choose, because not everybody always uses the colors that we put in the box. So that will be cool as well. Teresa, oh, I'll show you in a second, Teresa. I'm gonna kind of go over everything. But yeah, I think that covers everything. And unless anybody has any questions, thank you so much for joining us, Miss Renee.
You're
And I know
welcome.
you and I will be talking with each other very soon.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. All right. So awesome. Go check out Renee's Etsy store. It is under Tumblers by Renee. She has lots of cute patterns, as well as she has some other cool tools that she is working on, as well as her pattern guide. She said she will have it up by the beginning of the week. So that is pretty awesome. Sorry, had to take a drink. So if any of you guys just joined us, like Miss Teresa, she said she missed the unboxing. I will show you guys really quick what was in this month's box. So we have the lemonade stand pattern with the cute little gnome that Renee created for us. And then we have our 20-ounce tumbler that was in this month's box. The colors that we had this month was chameleon emerald. Then we had black diamond. We had hyacinth orange. We have jet black, neon white, and citrine AB, all in size SS16. And then what I'm going to show you guys is we are going to do the sunglasses. That was the other project in this month's box. So I'm going to show you guys how I would rhinestone these and what I would do. So this month's custom mix is called Sunshine and Summertime. I will be adding, this is not available on the website yet. I'm going to be adding this and the pattern either tomorrow or by Saturday. I will post in the Facebook group when they are available to order. And if you miss this month's Bling Box, I always keep a box for myself so that I can do the unboxing and then work the projects with you guys. I actually kept 2 boxes for myself on accident. So I added 1 box back to the website before we started the live. So it should be available unless somebody already went and grabbed it. And sorry, I don't know why, but my throat is really dry today. So sorry. All right, so to do the sunglasses, I'm going to sand them a little bit just to kind of take off the little top layer of shine on this. And then I need to be careful to not scratch the lenses. So I'm going to just sand them really lightly. I'm just going to take kind of the edge of the sandpaper and kind of just sand over the edge here. I don't want to scratch up the lenses. And also when you sand, make sure you're not sanding over your rhinestones because you don't want that dust in there as well. So I'm just going to do 1/2 of these. I'm not going crazy. There will be a little bit of shine left, but you want to get off some of it so that the whole purpose of sanding, think of it this way. I hear a lot of people say, oh, you don't need to sand, it's not a necessary step. I don't sand my products and they hold up fine. That might be true for some things. That might be true for if you're experienced and you've worked with stuff, or maybe the surface doesn't have a shiny surface. But the best analogy that I can think of is, think of it like a tree. When you're sanding, you're adding roots, like a root system, to the item that you're going to rhinestone. So would you rather have a tree next to your house that has a root system, or it's just sitting on top of the grass? Which would you rather have? I know me personally, I would rather have a tree with a root system. I don't want it just sitting on the top of the surface. So is it an extra step? To me, no. It's proper planning and prep for longevity of your products. If it's something that you're just testing out, you're trying to see how it's going to look, how it's going to work, do you need to sand then? Probably not. But if it's something that you're making for yourself or you're selling, I highly recommend sanding your projects. It is a must. All right, so the glue on this that I'm going to use E6000 plus. So this is E6000 plus resin glue. It's not this, it's very similar to E6000. It is a little bit more liquidy. It's not as thick. It's not as stringy. But it's still, you don't need a whole lot of product. I'm using an 18 gauge blunt tip needle. This is smaller than the one I normally use for my tumblers. And this is going to be 1 dot, 1 stone. You're not going to be using a whole lot. You want just enough so that when you place it, let me zoom in a little bit too. There we go. So let's start over here in the corner. And if you get an air bubble in here, like I have, the easiest way to get this out is to pull the plunger back, pull it back until that air bubble comes all the way down, and then push it back up until that air bubble comes out. So if you get an air bubble in here, pull the plunger back, and then that air bubble will pull down, and then you can push out all of the air through the syringe. If you have an air bubble in here, and not just with this type of glue, with any of the glues, if you have an air bubble, it's constantly trying to find its way out, and it's going to keep pushing the glue out the end of your syringe. So if you find that you're working and your syringe is still pushing product out the end, it's probably because you have an air bubble. You can tap it, you can pull it back out, but the easiest way is to pull the plunger back, get the air all into one area, and then push it back out the end. So I'm just going to put one tiny little dot. And then let's see. Let's do these little pink ones. So I need just enough to cover the end. And I will put these I'm going to use the smaller stones that are in this mix to do my edges. So I'm interested, how would you guys do your pattern on the glosses? Would you just do like straight lines? Would you do a scatter? Would you do a different color altogether? Let me post your suggestions in the comments and let us know. And that little silver piece that's on there on each side, you can sand that so that it's flush if you wanted. I don't think that it's big enough that I'm going to worry about it. And I will just rhinestone kind of over the top of it. Janet says she will do a colorful scatter. So Janet, you said you are back in Maryland. When do you come back to Florida? I know we've talked a couple times about having you stop in to pick up your box every month. But then we've not been able to coordinate our schedules. So I have several people come to pick up their website orders in person or shop if you are local to my area, which I live in the Largo Seminole area in Florida, if you are in that area and you would like to come pick up your orders or shop in person, you are more than welcome to reach out to me and schedule a time to come by. I love getting to meet several of you. I've met several of your children. We've even turned one of them into a very young rhinestoner, and she created the most beautiful little project. She has her own little keychain. We set her up with her own little kit, which was so cool. So you can, if you want to shop in person, you can email me at info@blingyourthings.com, or you can send me a DM over on Facebook. Hi, Miss Mary. How are you? It's okay if you're late. At least you were able to join us. We are working on the sunglasses that were in this month's box. We went over the pattern that was in there, the cute little gnome pattern that was a part of our first collab box with Tumblers by Renee. She created the awesome pattern and helped pick out the colors for this month's box. The pattern and this month's mix will be available by this weekend. And, ooh, excuse me. I'm just trying to find the smaller stones in here, and they're probably all at the bottom of my rhinestone bag. There might be one box left. I normally keep one box for myself to work on the projects and do the unboxing, and I actually kept two. So I put the other one on the website right before we started the live. I'm not sure if anyone has ordered it yet, but there was one left before we started. So I think you guys get the idea of how to do these. Just try not to put your stones so that they're going to overlap any of the edges. I'm sure that you can, but you just want to keep it kind of straight. So that is how I would do those. Oh, and I forgot. So the mix this month has this really cool color. The pinks in this month's mix are called Luminous Rose Opal. This is a new color, and my focus is a little off. So this is a new color this color will also be added to, it will be added to the website this weekend as well. So it is a pink color with that like luminous opal coating over the top. And it will be available in sizes SS4 up to SS20. I didn't get the SS30s on this side. So there's kind of like a close-up of this month's mix. It's got yellow, some AB, some crystals, that new opal color, and then some neon whites. So fun, fun, fun mix. So I will kind of like let those dry out a little bit. And let's go over to our Facebook group, and I will show you guys where you can find the info on how to enter the monthly contest that we have going on, so that you have a chance to win a $25 or a $15 gift card. And this is going to happen every single month. So if you're in our Facebook group, Bling Your Things Rhinestones, which I'm so excited, our group has grown to almost 6,000 members. Crazy to think that in, I don't know, a little over a year that we've had that many people join us. I'm so thankful that you guys want to be a part of our group. And I love being able to help you guys and seeing everything that you guys are creating with our rhinestone products. So in the Facebook group, there is a featured section. And right here, this one that says monthly giveaway, this has all of the info on how to participate in the monthly giveaway. It looks like it's a lot of info, but it's really not. There's really only a couple steps that you need to do to enter. So number one, it will be a new contest every month, from the first until the last day of the month. Anything that you post during that month, as long as you follow the description, you will be entered to win one of the gift cards. So all you need to do is rhinestone something with a product from our website, with our rhinestones, Bling Your Things rhinestones. Then you will post pictures of your projects. You need to post 4 pictures total. And so a couple people have asked, well, why 4 photos? Number one, so that we can see kind of like different angles, different, maybe you do it in a different background. It doesn't have to be 4 separate projects, just 4 pictures of the same project. You can post them all at the same time, or you can make 4 individual posts. You can make 2 posts with 2 photos, however you want to do it, as long as you post 4 photos throughout the whole month. And then your post needs to include the hashtag for the month, which is BYT for Bling Your Things, the month that you're entering for, and then the year, because we're going to do this over a long period of time. So you need to enter the year. So BYT, the month that you're entering for, and then the year. Then list the products that you used. So many times people will post their finished projects and people will ask, oh, well, what color did you use? What size did you use? So I would like to see that posted in your photo so that people have that info. If they would like to recreate something, or maybe they like a way that 2 colors you put together look, then they'll be able to find that information very easily. So then you only have to use at least one of our rhinestones in your product or in your project. So use at least one Bling Your Things product, post 4 pictures, list the Bling Your Things products that you used, and then you post the monthly hashtag in your description. And then that's it. The hashtag is very important because that's how I'm going to find who entered the contest for that month. You can post it in the Facebook group. You can post it on Facebook. You can post it on TikTok. You can post it on Instagram. I will search all of the social medias for that hashtag for the month to see who has entered. So you don't have to post it just in the Facebook group. You can post it anywhere on social media. Just use the hashtag so that we can find you. And then there will be 2 winners, one for a $25 gift card, one for a $15 gift card. And then with your permission, we will feature your product or your project on our website and on our social media to give you a spotlight for the month. I will be posting the March winners at the beginning of next week, and I'll be posting who won over in the Facebook group. So, is there any questions about kind of like the description, where to find this in our Facebook group, in the featured section? This is a pinned post. You can always go back and reference it if you ever have any questions. So there is that. Let's see. Do you guys have any questions? I will be posting this month's pattern, the gnome pattern on the website, the custom mix on the website, as well as the new rose mocha opals on the website by this weekend. So you guys will have access to all of that. And then don't forget to check out Renee's store for, she has the 3-ounce patterns. She has some 20-ounce patterns, as well as she will be posting the pattern guide that she created to help you kind of keep everything aligned. She said she'll have that up hopefully this weekend, but by the beginning of next week at the latest. So I think we covered it all. Unless you guys have any questions, I will see you again next week, every Thursday for our live at 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, and Mary says she went through and got her box. Awesome. I have it right over here, so I will get it shipped out to you in the morning. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys again for joining me, and I will see you next week.